Okay, hi guys, welcome back to our video again. So we got a little bit lazy, so after a few days then we came back to fix the brake fluid. Okay, first off we will start with the front. We will remove the front caliper and clean it, and then before we start flushing out the brake fluid. So first off we have to crack open this bolt. Then we remove the caliper. So here we can see that the caliper is pretty dirty, there's a lot of brake dust. Brake pad is still okay. The piston is a little bit dirty, so we will remove it and wash it. So what we are doing now is trying to take out the pad. So we have reached to the piston and stuff. Okay, want this out. Next to go. And then we will be using the brake cleaner to just wash it, and also if you have a scrub to scrub it, which is good. The brake cleaner isn't working very well, so we changed to our own DIY solution, see how it goes. Okay, you see much better, it's easier to remove now. Okay, so it will take a while, we will just keep scrubbing it. So this is the after washing, so it's much cleaner. Of course it's not 100%, you still can see dirt mark here. Probably this how to say, embedded in. So we will just leave it as it is, but the main part is inside here must be all clean. And then once we do a thorough cleanup, we will put it back. Okay, so we also clean the pad before we put it back in. You can see roughly the before and after, so how much dirt is accumulated inside here. And then at the same time just check, is there a uneven wear on the brake pad. That might signify that this thing is installed incorrectly, but looks good on this one. Click to wash it because it's pretty dirty, so we're done washing it. Just put one side. Okay, so now everything is more or less washed. This is all the dirt that comes out from it. Okay, and then we will reassemble this. Put back the retainer clip. Okay, one in and the other one in. Put back the retainer clip and then put back the brake pad. It should only go in the right way. We will need to put some oil here, so just a little bit. Okay, so it has movement that it can float around on both pads. Okay, so in. Okay, we see a lot of grime here, so we have to clean this portion up as well before we reinstall back. Okay, just make sure there's no, I think these are all old Loctite. The other side is done. Okay, now we move on to this side. So repeat the same whole process again. Take out the thing, take out the brake pad, take out the clip, wash, put it back. Okay, we are trying to clean up the boat because it's very grimy. Okay, so clean. Okay, so we will put some Loctite onto the nut before we put it back in. Just a little bit will do. And then we just put it back in. To remove the rail brake, which is this bolt here. This is the second bolt. Take this out. That's the real brake. Okay, then take this tool plate out. Okay, so it's the same process again. Basically, you just soak it to let the grime get loose from the item, and then we will scrub it later. So we will use the brake cleaner to clean off this part because it's closer to the other component. We don't want to keep the residue there, so we just use this to wash. Now we will clean off here. So same thing for the rock at the bottom, just to prevent water from seeping. Okay, we will go back to washing again. So the rear seems pretty clean as compared to the front. Okay, this area that we have covered up are all grease. We don't want to wash away the grease, so that's why we cover it up. Okay, so now everything is clean up. We have to put them back pieces by pieces. So first is the backing plate. It should be one directional only, so it doesn't fit. That means you're putting it into the wrong side. Okay, and then so this is the backing plate. It should be slot in like this, a plate at the bottom. Next we have to put this two plate in. Okay. The direction is quite straightforward now, okay? And then lock in with the pin. So after a lot of fiddling, we finally get the click in, and the brake pad as well. So just need to finesse it in. Okay, just make sure these sleeves are all in place. Then we can start bolting it back. Okay, so we just need to bolt back all the nuts and tighten. Okay, and this pin will break open the leader. Okay, because it's a one-way valve, so we don't need to close it. Okay, and then we just pump it up, see whether. Okay, yes, the oil is coming out. So we have set up the bleeding hose. So what we need to do now is to take out the reservoir which is hidden inside. Okay, so while you're pumping, just take note the level of the oil. So if it's getting low, you have to top it up. If not, you'll be pumping air. Okay, so we put a cloth because the oil are corrosive to paintwork. So just keep doing this until you see clear oil coming out. So once we are more or less done, we will tighten it a little bit, okay, to create that back pressure. So we will just give it a few pump up the pressure, and then we are good to go. Doing the same thing here, we plug it in. The bottle is actually on the other side. So now we try to loosen this bolt nut. We open up the reservoir, and then we will be doing the same thing. Just watch out for the fluid level and keep on pumping. Just ensure that you always have enough fluid inside here, and then just top up accordingly. So we are just monitoring this at the same time, looking at the fluid. Generally, my rule of thumb is just 3 top up, then it's considered fully flushed. But of course, you can have your own judgment, so no right or wrong, and also depends on the size of the caliper and also the line, etc. Okay, I'll repeat the same process for both sides. So usually we are not very stingy on our brake fluid because this first thing is not expensive, and then second, this brake fluid change is every maybe once or twice a year. So I don't think you can keep it for that long. So if you keep it for that long, then it's already oxidized and not useful anymore. So might as well just use as much as you can. Before you lock out everything, just remind yourself to put the level back to the near to the max, because you don't want to run out of brake fluid in the near future or far future, and also don't want to fill to the max because it's a used pad, so you don't know if you change will this blow up. Okay, last but not least, do not dump this into the drain, just collect it back and then just send to your workshop lah, or whoever places that collects recycle oil, because this is not environmental friendly to just dump it into the drain. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. See you on the next one. Bye bye.